My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Bazaar, where we're going to be playing Pygmalion for today. Oh, baby. Unfortunately, we're not going to be abusing the absolute hell out of the old money tree becomes 1 second thing that happened for a couple of seconds at the start of this patch cycle. It has been since patched to have higher value gain when you sell spare change, but not lower its cooldown. It used to lower its cooldown by 1% for every value it had, so you can get it down to 1 second pretty quickly. Dolte skill, enchanted item. I'm gonna take some money, thank you. Because Pig can take that money and make that money into money. Ugh, Jungle Ruins, that's 2 income, and I would love to take that, but Mittel specifically sells the ability to just win early fights. There it is. Oh. Jabalian Longbow. +1 multicast if you have more health than your enemy, and then cargo shorts.
I like the exercise.
Heal 10 for each type this has, shield 10 for each type this has, and it has the type of items you have in your stash.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
I think I do that, and then I just fill my stash with as many different types of items as possible. I don't think Regal Blade is a very economic way to do that. Whereas Boomerang, when you win a fight against a monster with this, get a random loot item. That is a weapon and a toy. 2 additional types for the cargo shorts to see. Gold gloves, weapon not needed. Robe. They changed robe in the most recent patch. Every 7 seconds, shield 100. When you use an adjacent item, charges 1 second. I do like robe. That's a lot of shield.
If it's not right for you, bring it back.
Oh no, it doesn't count as a new item because it's an apparel item. I should have known that. Field that boomerang right there. Ooh, Banana Ball, you could give me the duct tape. You could do it. It's totally within your power to do so. But regardless, I am going to be getting a small bronze tier loot item. Not all of the loot items are tagged loot anymore, unfortunately. Like, Truffle is tagged only food. So that's not especially good for our cargo shorts. I would take the skill, obviously, Overhaul Haste. Look, I'll take all of them. Overheal Haste, rather. The first time you overheal each fight, haste your item 2 seconds. All of your items 2 seconds. Dang, medkit. Thankfully, it is a loot type item, so the cargo shorts will be happy to see that at least. Sharpening stone, eh? Tiny Pharaoh Monster. Oh, I do have a toy. Thankfully, I have a toy. So I can go there and play for an experience. Oh, it's too much to hope for, but I really wanted to see a B1, B2 for the Jabalian Longbow upgrade. That'd get us pretty far. I think I'm going to head to the Strange Mushroom and just pick up some additional gold here, though. So we have 6 seconds to heal 10, shield 10 for each type this has. Or 7 seconds to shield 100. And it gets 3 seconds charge, 2 seconds charge most of the time when the Jabalian Longbow goes off. I do think the robe is better for us right now, but I also do think we're quite likely to lose.
You do see these tusks, right?
Jabalian Longbow being upgraded certainly would help. Actually, I think we might still have this. Yeah, because I'm going to get the shield to keep myself above Vanessa's HP value, which means I am going to get the 3 times multicast. And also, all of those are very low damage numbers. Nothing to be scared of. Nice. Now that, with cargo shorts on the other side of the robe and the Jabalian longbow upgraded to
If you're not growing, you're failing.
bronze, would certainly be nice. Sorry, from bronze. Right-handed, your rightmost weapon deals 20 additional damage. Unfortunately, my cargo shorts count as a weapon because of my backpack, but I can shuffle it around so the longbow gets that hit. But yeah, longbow with an upgrade, and I'm never gonna have, well, never. For a while, I'm not gonna have to field another weapon at least. And he sells small items. That's a good opportunity to try and pick up a bunch of types for our backpack.
I would never debase my wares by haggling.
Yo-yo is both a weapon and a toy, which is nice, but boomerang is always going to be there in my backpack already. Succulents and brass knuckles? No, thank you. Crystal Bonsai. When you win a fight with this, gain 6 value. I can just feel that when I know I'm going to win the fight for some economic gain early on. And there's also a piggy bank. You sell this, gets better change equal to its value.
Tell everyone you got it here.
And I can run the slingshot as my damage here, actually.
Excellent choice.
So significantly faster than the Jabalian longbow, and it carries 45 damage by itself, as well as 20 additional damage from the right-handed. I have to put a toy on field already because of boomerang. Cargo shorts does not see itself as a toy. Now it does. So I have the ability to field the crystal bonsai in addition to all of this. Slingshot has 6 ammo, 360, 390 damage it's capable of putting out by itself. There are certainly some enemies where I'll have to change this back. Nope, don't have to change it back for the giant mosquito. That's just an easy kill. And not only is it an easy kill, but that's also an easy additional loot and crystal bonsai for us. That's a lot of value. Come on, give me rush. The start of beat fight, haste the weapon, 3 seconds. It'd be incredible for the Jabalian longbow. Come on.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win. But not
Rush. The start of beat fight, haste the weapon, 3 seconds. Huge hit. This is not going to be enough damage to push through the rogue scrapper, unfortunately. That does mean I am going to need the Jabalian longbow back on field, which does mean that I don't want the slingshot on field, certainly. Oy, yikes. I can see rogue being significantly better than cargo shorts in this fight. It's of dire importance that I win this fight. Not only the gold experience, all of the other reasons that it's direly important, but also because the crystal bonsai and the boomerang rely on it. So, like, I have to build a board that takes these 2 items and then wins a fight with them. And then I think Jabalian longbow is the next item that goes on that board. But it could be this. The main problem here, of course, being that the rogue scrapper has, what, 450? Yeah, 450 health. They shield for 60, so they have 510 health. They heal 60 every 8 seconds. Realistically, they get that to cause 4 heals. So they heal another 240. So they deny 300 of our damage, and this only does 390 before it runs out. Suppose there's also a very aggressive board. We just go hell to leather. Honestly, I think that's our best chance. And I'm going to give 5 additional damage to the Jabalian longbow to push in that direction. Cinders is also a loot item. I could sell the medkit for the sake of the crystal bonsai getting 5 additional healing here. Honestly, I'm scared enough that I will do that. Because it's very make or break whether or not we hit this. Yeah, the only weapon I didn't really want to get hasted is the weapon that was already gonna be fine. It's already gonna spend all of its ammo. Don't gotta worry about that. Okay, we got a triple cast on that longbow, and this is gonna resolve in our favor easily. Woo! Nice. This crystal bonsai. Oh my god. So at the start of the fight, we haste a weapon. At the start of the fight, we also slow an item.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
And we bought this crystal bonsai for 4, and we'll be selling it for 14. Huge. Yeah, my gosh, look at that. Board is so much stronger than it was literally just seconds ago. My bronze tier spare change, 2 golden bronze tier loot items. Spare change doesn't really hold any additional value for me right now, so I will take the loot item. Yeah. I mean, the medkit doesn't hold any additional value for me either. Jungle Ruins, 2 income. I do actually think I'm in a position where I can afford to take 2 income right now. But it would also feel really bad if I couldn't field another small item on the field soon. Do I need to take 2 income when I'm holding on to 14? No.
Come on in. Let's chat.
Oh, wow. Offer me an upgrade on both cargo shorts and robe. Robe upgrades by lowering its cooldown. Yeah, we do that.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Dust Helm. You already have both the apparel and weapon types, courtesy of being an apparel and having a weapon in the inventory, so I don't need to get another item for you. I do want to sell the crystal bonsai and roll here because I would actually like an item on field, basically. So I'm definitely going to buy the hatchet,
You have to leave already?
as it will give me the food type as well as the tool type, both in the inventory there. I'd love not to field it, though. Brass Knuckles has double damage, so it'll have 32 by base, because it's actually not representing its double damage at the moment, but then it would get another 20, but it's not... It doesn't deal damage fast enough to really stand up. I'm going to leave this shop without an idea of what I'm putting in that additional slot, and I'm going to feel bad about it, but that's what we're going to do. I would love to study for an additional experience. But Irma...
You look rough, man. Let's fix you up.
Irma, you have items. And I like items. I think we're about ready to get rid of that slingshot.
Try not to almost die every day.
Ganjo gives me the scaling that I want. And I really don't need to roll right here. Yeah, that defensive scaling should be much more than enough to keep us alive. Unless the enemy is burning.
Boring!
I will fight you, but
Okay.
only so that I can study you.
So it's poison. I don't think poison deals its damage fast enough to beat me here. I think like burn and slow could. Maybe I'm wrong. The enemy has 14 regen. I'm gonna have to hit him one more time. Is that even gonna be fast enough? Nope.
The lesson you learned today, I learned a century ago.
Well done. Just had high enough regeneration out of the incense and obsidian inkwell. Obviously, if I was scaling the damage on the Jabalian longbow, we would have done better there, but I couldn't have known I was going against poison and that my shield would not matter. Sylvia sells silver tier items. Definitely who I'm looking to see.
Delightful to see you, darling.
Bootstraps. Every 50 gold you spend, upgrade an item of lower tier. I really like the idea of getting bootstraps this early, just because of how much money you can generate as pig now. I will be able to upgrade a lot of items with that.
I certainly don't have a use for it.
VIP boss, haste adjacent properties 1 second every 7 seconds, and when you use an adjacent property, increase it and this item's value by 1. I like that. I just don't think I can run it because I don't actually have a property. I do want the additional HP. But I feel like there's so many better ways to get that as pig rather than just paying for it.
Profit 10.
You can make HP as big while you get paid for it. Why do it the other way around? It'd be piggy bank, selling truffles, selling the piggy bank, trying to get rid of like a bunch of space here. Okay. We will be doing that because we've found the money tree. When you level up, get a spare change. When you sell a spare change, this gains 2 value. So it wants to see as much of my spare change spent as is humanly possible. I don't want to preemptively get rid of the gancho. I actually do think I really still require it for scaling.
Happy to make a sale.
Buy the money tree, sell the spare change, and then we'll buy the briefcase,
You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
sell it and the spare change, and I'm going to buy the bandages just because I think it's probably a good idea to hold on to those.
Oh, you're leaving. That's good.
We're lacking a lot of types on the cargo shorts, but realistically it's just getting scaled from the Ganjo, and the Jabalian longbow is going to be enough damage to put the eccentric Etherite out.
I win! Oh, we haven't started yet?
I mean, oh my god, give me haste 2 items at the start of each fight. We'll haste 2 items at the start of the fight for 3 seconds. We'll haste a weapon for 3 seconds. Then we'll slow an item for 3 seconds. 4 triggers immediately. Our damage isn't especially quick, but it is quite large.
Power outage!
Come on. Hell yeah. At the start of each fight, haste 2 items, 3 seconds.
See me now.
The rewards we have been getting have been absolutely absurd. Upgraded bronze tier item. It shouldn't be boomerang. Yeah, it should be Jabalian longbow. I should just get the damage that I really need.
Moving up in the world.
I want it to be Ganjo, though. Oh, B1B2 offering an upgrade. Well, we're not going to turn that down. Upgrading Money Tree is nice. Upgrading Boomerang and Ganjo.
We're part shop, part museum.
I think I will go Ganjo because I think it's going to be relevant much longer before the Boomerang will be. Never mind. We could possibly get a fight right now, in which case the Boomerang was relevant earlier. And we got a fight. Cool. Boomerang is relevant. Damn. We could have gotten a silver tier loot item.
Dervish. That's offensive.
Oh boy. First volley almost killed him.
I will accept my punishment.
That's the damage of a Jabalian longbow with ya. Jabalian longbow with a right-handed and a couple of Ganjo buffs as well. Flame Dancer. Your burn items have plus 5% crit chance. I'm not going to take that because we have such good skills right now that if I hit Grandmaster, I really, really don't want any of the bad skills offered to me as upgrade choices. And Flame Dancer is almost certainly not going to be relevant to our run. Clan, that's a loot item. It's better to keep that right now, I think, for the sake of the cargo shorts. I guess I do better with Money Tree there instead, but then I lose a property on field, but then I still have a toy in the backpack, so it's about the same. Real difference here is that right-handed is guaranteed to hit Jabalian longbow. Actually, Rush could also hit the cargo shorts because it also sees them as a weapon.
Are you sure?
I didn't even think about that.
Noticed I'm huge?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
Oh! That's so many weapons! Oh no. Yeah, I don't think we outscale that.
Bravery without strength is a sword without a blade.
I literally didn't even get to hit you. I had 3 items on my board haste, and I also slowed one of your items 3 seconds. Well, ouch. I feel like we're a lot stronger than we look, but every time I encounter an enemy, they're like, no, you're not. Get back down. Let's take our upgrade now on Boomerang. Very quickly getting these. Very happy about that.
Moving up in the world.
Hell yeah, economic seminar. Interesting. So we picked up a cash register at the start of each day, 2 spare change, nice, and a kiwas. When you sell a property, this gains 3 value, and it burns.
The joy of more.
Gonna have to sell those 2 definitely. Argenta sells silver tier skills. 15 damage to each of the weapons on field. Not really that relevant. It's not nothing. And there's a fair amount of things I could hit on the other side of this roll that would be nothing. And with the skills that I currently have, I'm actually really set up to pivot away from what I'm currently doing. Like, if I find the Jabalian drum, I'm going to put it in my backpack and I'm going to start collecting weapons. Because then rigged, rush, right-handed, and strength, all going up. Rust? We could be the Vanessa that just killed us. We could take that role. That could be us. With Ganjo having 2 items to hit for additional scaling here, I do believe we beat the Flame Juggler.
Step right up. Let's start the show.
Yep, that'll do it. We're already out of their range. Nice. Don't have to worry about damage failing, damage scaling rather.
Extinguish.
In a fight like this where you just have to outlive them. Nice. Insect Wing for 6% cooldown reduction on a single item. Honestly, I do want Burst of Flame. The first time your enemy falls below half health each fight, burn 10. I will take that because it can still be useful. It's it can cause some additional aggression at least. Bakun, you buy small items at +1 value. Very glad that I haven't done anything yet because I was about to sell the Insect Wing.
Merchant, I can sell you things.
And in fact, I hope you do. So Bootstraps is going to upgrade an item soon. I don't want it to be bandages, ideally. I am going to be purchasing and selling Briefcase here. So Jabalian Longbow over on the left-hand side. I'll lower its cooldown by 0.5 seconds. That's good. Pop out a Briefcase.
I made a sale.
Sell it and its change. Bootstrap 16 more gold, and then it will be mad at me. I don't want to buy and sell Landscraper. Your shield items are plus shield equal to this item's value. When you sell 10 shield, give this +5 value. I just don't see that really being worth our while. Bushel, when you shield, charges 1 second. Realistically, like, Bushel could go in this field, but, like, it replaces Boomerang when I'm fighting a enemy. That's basically the only real ask for it. I think that's worthwhile, though. I got to get rid of the Kiwas. I'm just never going to have enough space for it, the money tree, the cash register. It's just not going to happen.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
I have so much money that I will go to weapons. I'm very much hoping either for the Jabalian upgrade or
Buy my weapons.
the Boomerang upgrade, but also, hello, Beast of Burden. Beast of Burden, cargo shorts, Beast of Burden. Beast of Burden says this has the types of items you have. What it means by that is when it's on field, it will see the types that are on field, not in your backpack. However, cargo shorts, this has the types of items you have in your stash. So it will take all of the items that I have in my stash, transmute them into item types on field, and then Beast of Burden will say every item type that the cargo shorts have, I get +1 multicast for each. This is a very appropriate time to be investing in that, and we now don't need the Jabalian Longbow anymore. Unfortunately, I just lost a little bit of value there.
Enjoy the thrill of battle. Well, you can.
Upgrade the boomerang because we'd like higher tier loot items, please. The item that got upgraded as we did that was the bandages, which is okay because I will be keeping those bandages on field right now. Sell the Jabalian longbow,
Go
take
make
the beast
some
of
more
burden.
stones, then come back and tell me.
I really don't have space for the cash register if I want to do anything with my backpack. But I also don't have a tool on field. So yeah, I just lost the multicast from the beast of burden. It's not showing it at the moment. But, hatchet, when you buy this, get a truffle.
Hey, when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
So now I have a food and a weapon and a tool. And a property, apparel, weapon, toy. So this is inherited apparel, weapon, toy, food, tool, and property. And Beast of Burden's inherited each of those in addition to what it already had. Oh, wow. Obsidian Atlatl. This item's cooldown is reduced by 1% for every 2 damage it has. It has double damage. God damn it. Do I actually have to pivot away from the literal pivot that I just made? The big problem with the Beast of Burden is how long it takes to go off. 10 seconds for its first resolution. This Atlatl would have 35 additional damage on top of that, so it's 65 damage by base, and then it doubles that. I need that Atlatl. I don't think I can make any reasonably good argument that it's not essential. Oh boy. 16, I have to free up 10 gold to get it. It's time to get rid of the money tray.
Use it well. Make me proud.
It's 3.9 seconds. With a single buff, it picks up 30 additional damage and almost gets to hitting every single second. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're gonna give me an Obsidian Silver Tier Atlatl when I already have Strength, Rush, Left-Handed, Rigged, I'm gonna use it.
My dreams are
Realistically, the Beast of Burden is extremely outclassed here.
You do see these tusks, right?
That's a fun skill. Overheal regeneration. When you overheal, gain 5 regen for the fight. And oh, they got a couple of overheals in there before I got my Atlatl hit. Now the Atlatl is hitting every 1.1 seconds. I'm very envious of their board, by the way. Overheal regeneration. The weights when you overheal charges 1 second. Bushels on field. You've got a shielded Washiwali bird. I love a board like that. I love playing a board like that. I'm sorry I had to beat you with a board like that. 1 or 2 more items and their build is going to come online, though. Very glad that I fought it now rather than later. Again, I'm going to take the opportunity to check out Sylvia.
Bubbles, but my gossip is worth more.
This would be so good on their board. Textiles. Every 5 seconds, heal equal to your shield. When you overheal, shield 30. That fight could have resolved completely differently if they had that. Electro Kiwas. When you sell a property, this item gains 6 value. There is a world where I recognize that my board state is actually 100% Atlatl. Like, literally, like, Beast of Burden, Cargo Shorts, these are taking so much of my energy in order to do, but this is all of my damage. So, like, I could definitely see a world where I buy the Kiwas, and then I sell Oh, no, neither of those are properties at the moment because I don't have a property. Damn it. If I had a single property, I would sell both of these in order to give +6 value to the Kiwas and then sell the Kiwas. Really unfortunate I can't do that there. I'm going to buy it.
Fabulous on you.
I'm going to roll. Those are properties. Yeah, I'm gonna do that Kiwas play again. What do I even want on board after it though? If I'm honest, I don't know, but it actually doesn't matter. So let's get rid of things that are bronze tier that I don't want to get upgraded. Sell the bushel. I'm going to buy Igloo, which will then upgrade the truffles. Good. And now having the Igloo in my inventory means that both the Beast of Burden and Cargo Shorts are property type items. So when I sell them, the Kiwas gets +6 value for each, giving me the ability now to sell the Kiwas for more value. Probably Igloo then Kiwas if I'm doing it. Vineyard. Okay, so I get the same value buying and selling a vineyard, which actually is good for the bootstraps, so I will do that.
That piece has some stories.
And I will sell the Kiwas as soon as I need the money out of it. Snowmobile. When this gains haste, or when you freeze, charges 2 seconds. No? I want to save my money.
Now that's giving up the business.
5 silver tier spare change, not relevant at all. Give me a silver tier loot item. Hell yeah, 10% crit chance for an Atlatl that's hitting constantly. Mandala transforms your items into something new, not relevant for us. Small weapon, I'll check out Andy.
Ask the price. You can't afford it.
VIP pass. Haste adjacent properties 1 second. When you use an adjacent property, increase its value and this item's value by 1. I do like that, and then just running that for economic gain. Steam Ladle, when you freeze, this gains +4 burn for the fight. But like, it's all about the Atlatl. I need things that push in the direction of the Atlatl, and none of those do. Like, VIP Pass pushes in the direction of the Atlatl best when I have a Pig's Gym.
Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
I think there could be value in this, though. We buff the shield that we get anytime we freeze. Igloo freezes every 7 seconds, but also first time we fall below half health. Do I roll? It's only economic items on the other side that I care about. I'm going to hold off because I want to have more money on the other side of the day to try and actually field items that are relevant to my board state. Oh, Preening Duelist has one incredible hit for us. Preening Duelist could give us the skill All Talk. When your health is more than half, your weapons have 25 additional damage. That said, I can't rely on him doing that, and I can beat the mod squad, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so it only takes 2 buffs for the Obsidian Atlatl to get down to a 1.1 second cooldown. But yeah, we can see why I'm happy to throw away everything that isn't this Obsidian Atlatl right now. Charcoal, used on a friend. This game's plus 2 burn for the fight, not relevant to us. Sharpening Stone, just straight up additional damage, and I give it to the Atlatl right now. Oh my god, it's even gold tier. Oh. It's like a 5% chance to get it gold tier right now. I'm gonna... Oh, the Eagle Talisman's also another 15% crit chance. Hell yeah. And then plus 30 damage to you. And yeah, now you only need 1 hit of Ganjo before you're going off at max speed. Grandmaster, please hit. It did! Okay, strength would be 10 additional damage. Through... It's 5 additional damage to all weapons. It's 10 to the Obsidian Atlatl. But rigged. Haste a 3rd item for 3 seconds at the start of the fight. I should add additional defensiveness. So I'm going to run something like that. We're also about to get our upgrade. I'm going to drop it on the bootstraps so that it has the ability to upgrade many more of our items.
Boring.
Oh, damn. I thought I just versed Mod Squad already. Yeah, it went pretty much the same. All right, drop charcoal. Give me a gold tier charcoal. What? That was a player fight?
You're not growing, you're failing.
Next 19 gold, Iceman. Bootstraps is going to upgrade one of our silver tiers. And hopefully I spend that 16 gold making more gold. We have 22 tied up in the Kiwas at the moment, as well as the VIP pass. I can sell the Igloo and the Kiwas as well for a giant injection of additional money.
Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Interesting. Snow Globe. Every 7 seconds, freeze an item 1 second, and this has +1 multicast for each adjacent property. The idea of running like a disruption freeze-based build next to just this Obsidian Atlatl and Ganjo, I like it. Hell, I like it a lot.
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
Even makes me more enthusiastic for hitting the additional shielding on Igloo, because I have more triggers for freeze. Hey. Roll past those. That's interesting. Do I upgrade Kiwas? I don't really want to. I don't want to keep it for long. I've kind of just been using it for additional money when I can get it. But if I'm going to sell a bunch of properties, then, I mean...
I get it.
At gold tier, it's worth buying and selling most properties I encounter. So, Bootstraps is going to upgrade an item as soon as I spend any more gold, so I should make absolutely certain I'm not holding on to any items I don't want to get upgraded. So bandages, charcoal. I'm going to sell the truffles to give additional value to the VIP pass, recognizing the VIP pass is a very likely sell for us. Security center for a shield item going to Quixel. Quixel's tough. I'm going to go.
You're huge.
But her reroll is so expensive. Oh. Cargo shorts. Heal 20 and shield 20 for each type it has. The only problem is, like, it could be a property. And it buys for 16, sells for 8. So it would give me another 9 on Keywas. So it would be worth buying and selling if I'm then selling Keywas immediately after. But I don't think I am doing that. Okay, I have an awful idea. It's really bad and I shouldn't do it. Here's the idea. I sell all of my items, except for the Obsidian Atlatl and all my gold items. Then the next gold I spend buying the cargo shorts will upgrade the Obsidian Atlatl. I'll then sell the cargo shorts, and I still have the Keywas, which I can field if I need to. And we'll have a gold Obsidian Atlatl, which means that it will gain, I believe, enough damage to have its full casting. Yeah, it'll gain 10 more damage. That's 20 more damage with its upgrade. Gets it to 180. I don't think that gets it... I don't... Every 2 damage, 10%. No, I don't think that gets it down to no damage, unfortunately. That said, I'm doing it.
I'll take it, I guess. There's fun
Quixel also buys large items for additional money, which is very handy here.
Now that's quality.
Oh, never mind. It is down to 1.1 seconds on the Obsidian Atlatl. Right. Now I have the luxury Keywas that I can sell in order to get money back if I need it. It's offering me another Ganjo and a VIP pass. I mean, like... I'll take the Ganjo. I don't think there's a good reason not to be running one right now. It's just I didn't want it to be the item that got upgraded. Right now, totally appropriate to run it. I'd love to sell that Keywas soon. All right, I think I might be able to take out the Lich. At the start of each fight, you freeze one item for 4 seconds 2 times. So I can't just field Atlatl because you'll freeze it twice at the same time and then I'll lose. But I totally believe that this build is capable of beating the Lich. I'd love to have more health, admittedly.
All the joys of the living.
But the fact that we're going to have a 1 second cooldown... Oh boy. I really wish it wasn't frozen at the start of the fight. I even fielded a bunch of items. Uh-huh. Keep going. Get him.
I will return, whether or not I wish to.
You'll try. Get him. I even get to get loot out of this fight. Soul Ring. You have 10 regen for just running this, and your poison is equal to your regen.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Reginald teaches heal and regeneration skills, Rukon weapon skills, and all in gold tier skills. Ooh, we even got gunpowder. I would like weapon skills, but I specifically want weapon skills that are good. That's not many of them, unfortunately, right now. Olin, give me something more generic.
But he may only seem so.
You have 2 additional income for each property you have, including stash. I have 0 properties. But I do want to pick up a bunch of properties right now. Hold on to pressure. First time you fall below half health each fight for haste for items 2 seconds. Not really what I want there. It's either that or it's roll. I'll roll. If you have no weapons, your cooldown's reduced. That's not the case for me. First time you use a large item each fight. Shield equal to 20% max HP. Not relevant. Healing items have 15% crit. I'm going to take the reserve shield because I could end up running a large item on this board, but like, woof. That's very much not what I wanted to see.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Barcoon, I gotta tell you, Flail is something I'm only gonna buy in a circumstance where I already have Pig's Gym for you. Cash cannon. Alright, we'll be rolling here. Open sign. Weapon properties have additional value equal to 50% the value of your highest value item. Same for shield properties. I think I'm beyond wanting Kiwas because I really, really need the money that I've been loading into it.
Don't you have anything smaller?
On behalf of the Grand Society of Mister. Anyway, thanks.
We got the money tree upgraded there. Now whenever I sell spare change, it'll give me +4 value. And whenever I level up, it will give me a gold tier spare change. Paul sells large items, and those are the ones I'm looking for.
Little sentience love shops. So I opened one.
There's Pig's Gym. When you buy a weapon, this gains 1 value, and you gain 20 max health. I mean, that's the idea, right? We get rid of the Ganjo, and then we take that, and then we start just pounding additional health into it.
What should I do with it?
Pitchfork will give me the ability to give it additional value. I'm still going to roll, because if I see the Jabalian Drum on the other side of this, I still might choose otherwise. I don't see the Jabalian Drum on the other side of this, unfortunately, so I still choose the same. Buying and selling a weapon would actually be a really good idea for us here, so I'm going to sell this gunpowder, despite the fact that I don't have anything for it. To buy a double whammy?
But Tiny Andy says that's wrong.
To sell a double whammy. Right now, I'm exclusively winning off the strength of the fact that the Obsidian Atlatl is already doing max speed before the fight starts. That's not going to be enough. Pretty soon, that's not going to be enough.
Not to squabble with
So giving it the ability to actually get a huge amount of damage on top of that seems really relevant. Like, yeah, that's a very, very good build that they have. By now, I would be terrified to fight that if I was fighting it fair and I wasn't starting the fight, honestly, like 10 seconds before them. Like, I'm hasting a weapon, hasting 3 items, already hitting at a 1.1. I'm slowing one of their items 3 seconds. Like, it's a giant swing. They even had 20% lowered cooldowns, and it did not help. Alright. Drop both those truffles into the Pig's Gym. Maybe sell small items, cinders. A couple small items I'd be interested in, especially weapons. Those are weapons, and they're small.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
It's really important that I'm going to get bootstraps to hit like a very specific upgrade. Oh dear. That's going to be really hard to do right now, unfortunately. So obviously I want to purchase that weapon, but I don't want Slingshot to get upgraded. I do want to keep a business card, and I do want to keep Pitchfork. I don't care about Holiday at all. So I'm going to sell Holiday. Then I have to buy the Tusked Helm. Don't upgrade this. Okay, it didn't get the helm. It got the business card. I mean, it's fine. If it has to happen, it has to happen. And then we will...
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
Buy a rewards card, which is actually going to be relevant. Use that to upgrade the value of the big gym as well. I feel like I was in command of so much money, and now I have nothing.
Make deals, not war.
Oh, damn. The Pig's Gym upgrade and balcony. The property to the left of this has double value in combat. The value is what Pig's Gym gives in damage to other items on the board. I'm definitely getting rid of the money tree, unfortunately, yeah.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Pig's Gym hits an upgrade. I'm gonna get rid of the business card a little earlier than I otherwise would like. Is it business card? Because I gotta free up another slot on this board. You know what? It's cargo shorts.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
I could also grab a signet ring. 1 additional income, 10 max health every hour. Sure.
Your aura guided me to what you needed.
This is going to be a little awkward of a fight. I do think we beat the Radiant Corsair, but because I have no healing and no shielding, it's actually going to be really awkward. We do very, very, very fast, big damage. And like with only 3 items on the field at the start, like everything's hasted. We got through their full burst health bar easily, but now we're burning. Got there. Oh boy. That anchor hitting us and critting would have taken us. Fiery Katana. Well, that's fun. That's actually going to replace the boomerang in normal fights. PvP fights. 7 gold for each property. We have 2 of those. I take that. Gunpowder is just going to have to be sold, unfortunately. This is annoying. Hurl's dig site is the possibility of fishing for exactly the perfect item, but Isla sells weapons, and I just want to buy and sell as many weapons as possible right now. It's the most important thing I can do, in fact.
I would spar with you, but this leg. Oof.
Let's get rid of the items that are just chunking up my backpack that I can't really use right now. Bootstraps.
Newful teaches still.
You are now 7 away from an upgrade of an item. So if I buy the spiky shield, I'll be forcing you to upgrade either the pitchfork, which is important because that's giving a lot of additional value to the Pig's Gym every day. The balcony, which is additional cooldown reduction to the Pig's Gym.
Cool. Moving up in the world.
Enjoy the thrill of battle. Well, you can.
And then it's also important for me to just buy as many
Go make some more stories.
weapons as I can and sell as many weapons as I can.
Use it well. Make me proud. Hey, when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Nice. I mean, sure, I'll field a slingshot in an upcoming fight as well. Why not? 7 gold for our next upgrade. I've got to make sure that I have the slingshot gone by then, but I'm not even going to have the 7 gold in time for it to be relevant. 9 additional regen. Sure. Alright, buddy.
Are you sure?
I had 2 very fast weapons and a pig's gym that has got a decent amount of value in it. What do you have? Ah, bunch of burn items and a power drill to turn that into some speed. Some speed, not much. I didn't say much, I said some. Really wish it played a couple of drum beats as he brought the hammers down there. Alright, JJ. Most of the items that I care about from JJ right now, I wouldn't actually be able to afford, so I'm gonna get a free item from the treasure chests. Model ship. Adjacent toys have +1 multicast. Interesting. Definitely getting rid of the ship. Business card gets additional value if I visit a merchant right now. I don't have any reason to care about spare change, unfortunately.
Discounts for peace.
Yeah, I don't want those. I'll take a signet ring. That'll get us an item upgrade as well.
Now that's quality.
So now we've got gold on the pitchfork too, and also this now means that the bootstraps is going to target anything that is silver or below that I happen to collect.
Ah, the joy of morn. Bring it in.
So, here is the thing. Obsidian Atlatl is really good because it's already hitting at 1 second. I don't have to wait 5.4 seconds before it speeds up. So enchanting it with slow is usually a good idea because it's... Is it still 2 items get 2 seconds of slow? Yeah, 2 items get 2 seconds of slow. That's wild for an item that gets down to a 1 second cooldown. That said... it loses a lot else. Signet ring, do you have anything that's really important? Signet ring could enchant for double income bonus or double health max. Or even radiant, so it can't be destroyed. Entirely irrelevant there, unfortunately. I do feel like I have to take Languid Dunes. I don't want to give it randomly to something else. Higgs Gym slows 3 items for 2 seconds when it goes off, which is fine. Random enchant on Pig's Gym. Golden Heavy Turbo. Deadly Shiny and Obsidian. Golden Heavy Turbo, Deadly Shiny, Obsidian. So there's 6 things that it could hit and 6 of them are okay. Heavy is probably the least okay of those additional ones. But also, like, it's functional. I'd rather have something functional. How much more thematic can it even be than a heavy gym? Oh. Yes, please, dragon. I'm getting so many legendary enemies, and I'm able to take them all down. Oh, it feels good. It feels especially good in this instance because Draconic Rage says when you use a medium item, one of your burn items gains +10 burn for the fight, and the Obsidian Atlatl would just give +10 burn to the Fiery Katana. every time it goes off.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win. But not against me.
Damn. Dragon Wing. When you burn, charges 2 seconds. Don't have the space on board for something like that. Mysterious Portal. No! I forgot to run a boomerang! No! Give me a fight so I can run a boomerang in it. Freya sells freeze items.
To freeze is to purify.
Yeah, I don't think I care. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm not re-rolling your shop. You're very expensive.
Do have a price.
We should go check out what old Kev is up to.
A customer.
Our business card has been upgraded to Diamond. Shielded Ointment. Healed equal to 1 times your gold, then cleanse half of your burn and poison, then shield equal to this item's heal. I'm not going to say that item is incredible, but I will say, better than Signet Ring on field right now for us. I knew after I rolled that I was almost certainly going to be ignoring everything that turned up, but I did it anyway. I don't think I should have. I think mentally, I believe I have a lot more damage right now than I actually do.
Pygmalion, I promise.
Sorry, a lot more gold is the word I was looking for there. Weapons have additional damage equal to your income. I mean, the Obsidian Atlatl does like that, I guess. If I was going to reroll here, I'd have to sell the business card. But realistically, again, I do have to get some money. Plus 100 max HP for each weapon I have. Rightmost heal item has plus 50 heal. Or when I use a property, my shield items and weapons gain plus 15 for the fight.
Danger. This is what we were missing back home.
It's just like I've made the heavy gym like 15 higher in value, basically.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
Neophiliac is always pretty scary to see. Items will activate a lot faster than we were otherwise expecting. Yeah, but also
lights the path to success.
Their shielded retort needed 6 seconds to go off for the first time, and I don't let that happen. Good gosh. I should start collecting additional pieces that I might need, like a knife set and a yo-yo as additional items adjacent to the Obsidian Atlatl. So, Andy, yeah, you have the possibility of giving me part of that.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
Yo-yo or any weapons also would be accepted here. VIP pass. When you use an adjacent property, increase its value and this item's value by 1. I don't think that's a good enough way to get additional
smart one.
Speed on the Pig's Gym. Hey, I mean, it's probably worth it, though. I can literally just pop it there. If the fight goes long enough, it's 2 additional value. It pays for itself. Oh, Seraphina sells enchanted items, I see. Restorative Sauna doesn't seem especially good, just double heal. Radiant Gumball Machine, Restorative Slingshot. I'm not going to roll here, it's very expensive, and, like, I have no faith that you will offer me an item that is worth a damn to me. Frankly. Pop that boomerang on board. I am going to go for Death Knight Reaper, because we are just collecting skulls from legends over the course of this entire run. Yeah, going off every second is hard to... it's hard to deal with. Thank you for activating no items. Mortal Coil. The weapon to the left of this has lifesteal. Interesting. I gotta say, I'm absolutely gonna be running that and the Obsidian Atlatl to get lifesteal on both of them. Oh, no. It's the weapon to the left of this. So I'd have to wait for my first pig's gym before the Obsidian Atlatl is going off appropriately. Oh, that's not what we want. Gold tier loot item cooldown reduction. Gold tier loot item experience.
Reward the peaceful, punish the warful. I can feel our energies resonating.
I mean, like, that's obviously what we actually run. I'm probably going to have to get rid of the Mortal Coil, specifically because it takes away 40 damage, so I lose my Atlatl. Of course, if I find a way to get Atlatl the additional damage to... No, Spices actually doesn't have time to go off. That's a trap. That is a trap and a mistake. 9 seconds into the combat. Oh, it would give so much damage, though. I would only be able to run one weapon, because it has to be Atlatl getting the double damage there for it to be relevant. Bootstraps would fail to resolve, because I wouldn't have anything to upgrade. How do you turn that down, though? Monster Ranch? Hello? Wow, gunpowder. I literally don't think there is a single chance that I will have the ability for gunpowder to activate. I'm not getting to double these weapons multiple times. I think 12% cooldown reduction for the gym or spices are both really appropriate.
You do see these tusks.
I'm fully willing to replace the fiery katana with a defensive item. Oh, golden fixer-upper and obsidian spiky shield. You've even got a VIP pass between them. You are dangerous. I am so glad I doubled my damage. So, here's the reason Spices is kinda nutty. Spices says, your weapons gain damage equal to your weakest weapon's damage for the fight. Now, let's ignore that I have a fiery katana. Obsidian Atlatl has 180 damage. Spices gives it another 180 damage. So now it has 360. But it has 360 as its... Sorry. It has 360... Wait, hang on, the modified... Hang on. Basically, it takes the number that has been doubled by Obsidian and then applies it to the character, and then it gets doubled by Obsidian again. So this is double-double the first time it goes off. Obviously, that means I need to not have a fiery katana on board, though, so that I am actually taking the damage of the Obsidian weapon and adding it to the Obsidian weapon. Anything that can make spices faster is also certainly relevant to this board state.
I'm finished with fighting.
I'll check out Isla, but there's like...
I can help you finish a fight.
Oh, I was about to say, I'll check out Isla, but there's almost nothing I want from her. I forgot that I buy her weapons, and that's good. I forgot that she actually sells literally the only thing I care about.
Tell me. Nufo teaches stillness. I prefer action. Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Oops. Missed out on upgrading an item there.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Not many ways to... Yeah.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Obsidian Atlatl is almost enough to not need the... to not need to be our rightmost weapon, but also should be our rightmost weapon because realistically I only want to run one weapon when I'm using spices appropriately here. Upgrade an item. Balcony would get 5% further cooldown reduction for Pig's Gym. Pig's Gym would get additional value gain and max health. Oh, right, of course, Bootstraps law. I have enough money and enough time that Bootstraps is going to be all of our items upgraded, actually. I can't fight Void Golem for a number of reasons, because if Void Golem immediately destroys the Obsidian Atlatl, we immediately lose the fight, being certainly amongst them. However, also amongst them is the fact that the Property Baron is here, and if I fight the Property Baron, he might give me double value to all of my items during combat. There, it saw that the boomerang had 200 damage. It gave 200 damage to all of my weapons, but the Obsidian Atlatl immediately doubled that and got 400 damage out of it. You are kidding me. Master Salesman, your items have double value during combat. Yeah, okay, things are now very dumb. We got a upgrade hammer. I don't have anything that can even target.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
I don't think Booby Trap is worth running in the position of the weapon there. God. I mean, I care about buying and selling weapons, I guess. I'm gonna buy lumbors, sell lumbors, buy golf clubs. I'm gonna sell the upgrade hammer to get 4 more gold from selling the golf clubs back. Bootstraps are now ready to upgrade something with 8 more gold spent. Which I don't have to do in this space. That Kiwas does nothing for us. I mean, it has double value during combat, at least, from Master Salesman, so that's something. I'm going to have a look at what Nufu was selling. Oh, it's skills. Wild. I will actually take strength.
Now that's quality.
Oh, and the upgrade was on the Obsidian Atlatl as well at the same time. So now, yep, the Obsidian Atlatl is 1.1 second cooldown no matter where it is. If I, like, take it off board, I will get so much more damage so much more quickly is the thing, but I am more vulnerable to... I'm much more vulnerable to lockdown.
My people.
Because I have one less active on the field, so one less thing for the opponent to freeze or slow.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
That's a lot of poison. That's not going to be fast enough to beat me.
Fun.
Ooh, that's a lot of freeze, though. Elemental Depth Charge. That's going to be freezing a lot of items.
Defeat does not
Right
defeat
after
me.
the enemy dies. This is the future I was broadcasting when I saw the Obsidian Atlatl and was like, well, I guess I'm just going to change everything and use that instead, because this is going to be enough for a while. Definitely not time to look at Seraphina. Well, if she sells the right thing, I could sell her my katana. All right.
Greetings, mortal. What can I get you?
Annoyingly, the obsidian robe is not a good item. Because I don't want it. Stored globe, 12 regens, start of each day. No, I want a non-weapon to be taking the fiery katana slot. Do you want to give me a non-weapon?
You reject our gifts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Immediately.
you can't afford them.
Oh, I could have sold stuff. You don't know what I can afford. All right.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
Fort. All item cooldowns increase by 2 seconds. Your items with a cooldown of 8 seconds or greater have +1 multicast. Unfortunately, the Obsidian Atlatl would not be affected. It doesn't get multicast and then lower its cooldown. Its active cooldown is 1.1 seconds, so it wouldn't have multicast. Heavy Pig's Gym also would not have multicast because I've had its cooldown reduced. Wait a second. I don't have multicast. Well, actually... So I lose the doubling value on the Heavy Pigs Gym. But I slow down all of my opponents, and I get multicast on all of my stuff, including spices. Actually? I actually think I do that.
Do you have to leave already?
So the Obsidian Atlatl goes up to a 1.3 second cooldown, which is where it will stay. This thing's weird in that, like, it used to have a 10-second cooldown by base, and then it lost 1% cooldown for every 2 damage it has. Now it's 11 by base, and now it bottoms out at 1.1. No matter how much damage it has, its bottom is 1.1, which tends to suggest that it has a cap internal of only being able to reduce its cooldown by 90%, which means why we're getting to 1.3 here instead, because it's got 13 seconds as its base. But it really feels like it should still be able to go down to 1.0 by just having more damage. Seems weird.
If the Elder could see me now.
Diamond to skill. Damn it. A tool on field with multicast would be incredible. First time you fall below half health each fight, use your highest shield item. Not relevant at all. You could sell the boomerang. I mean, realistically, would it be the boomerang or the bootstraps? I do think that I could just fight like that in most enemy fights and be fine. But the doubling of the spices is why I care about this. It will see Obsidian Atlatl's damage as 240. It will cast, giving 240 damage to the Obsidian Atlatl. Obsidian Atlatl immediately doubles that additional damage to 480 on top of its original 240, getting to 720. Then the spices goes off again. It adds 720 to the enemy's 720. That 720 that gets added is doubled, and now this has 2,100 and something damage, and it's hitting every 1.3 seconds. You know what? Give my leftmost tool +1 multicast. I don't have a leftmost tool right now, but as soon as I have one, get ready. Do any of these affect our running. Hulking Experiment has an energy potion, which could haste all of the items on our board multiple times. Trash Titan has Catalyst, but Catalyst no longer gives any haste to anything. Small item triggers large item from Juggler, at least, though. Volcus Enforcer certainly has the ones that I would care the most about.
For my client, it's personal. For us, it's a job.
Alright, let me see the spices do the double-double. Oh, don't kill them that quickly. I needed to do the double-double.
Disregarded.
Oh, I missed one of the doublings. As it turns out, it gets to 4,000. It gets to 4,000 with that.
Level 8.
Oh, actually, the pig's gym probably had something to do with that. Oh, hell yes! That's exactly the kind of thing I want. An item that I just slot on board that makes me more powerful. Icicle. Freeze an item for 6 seconds at the start of the fight. Why not? Sharpening kit, diamond tier, gold tier. I'll take 30 additional damage. Still? Oh, I forgot to run the thing. Damn it. I forgot to run the boomerang again! Give me 14 from the regenerative tincture, because I really don't feel
I should warn you.
like I can afford anything that I would want to buy. I was really high rolling with so much money earlier in the game. I'm very glad to be slowing all of their items by 2 seconds here. That would be a nightmare. Just gave you immunity. And that immunity gave me long enough to get to... Oh, God. Yeah, they got to activate 2 of their items. So, you know, that means it's a fair fight. A small tool? You mean the items with multicast? Loop, your small items have +1 value. No, you didn't, I guess. Leftmost item gains +3 value. I really wish those options scaled into the late game, because +3 value means nothing right now. Next to the possibility of getting, you know, up to 12%. 12%? It'd be 9% at this point in the game. 9% cooldown reduction to a single item. Obviously, I'm going to get 15% crit chance on the Obsidian Atlatl. I'm also going to make absolutely certain I don't make the same mistake again. Oh, 2 fights. We get to fight Mr. Moo. I love it. We're going to get a boomerang result from that, and then we're going to get a boomerang result from the actual daily fight as well. Lowering the cooldown of spices is definitely relevant.
You ever thought about joining?
There is a world where spices actually means I don't have to have the pig's gym on the field. Incendiary rounds. Oh my god. Ooh. That's the 9% cooldown reduction I wanted. Spices is down to a 9-second cooldown. I can get it down to an 8-second cooldown and still have multicast on it. 100% I'm going to destroy the Awakened District. I've already got Master Salesman, so I don't even have a good reason to try and fight the Property Baron instead. Yeah, and that's without spices.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Wow. First things first, sharpening stone on the Obsidian Atlatl. Balcony is here.
Now that's giving up the business.
I'd have to spend 50 gold for an upgrade on something right now. And then it's on boomerang, and like if I win the next fight, I won't even need that boomerang upgrade. I think actually the gold tier skill is much more impactful right now. Obviously, depending on what it is. None of these seem especially good. Artillery spotter, 5 or fewer items, your items have 30% crit chance. Incredible.
All wisdom has power, but not all power has wisdom.
That's going to be the board state that we run in the final fight. I'm going to take the Artisan Dune to get 20 additional damage on the Atlatl. Oh my gosh. Oh, hell yeah. Sirocco steps. Icicle triggers at start of fight. So Icicle at start of fight haste 2 items for 4 seconds. At start of fight haste 3 items for 2 seconds. Sorry. At start of fight haste 3 items for 3 seconds. 2 items for 4 seconds. 1 weapon for 3 seconds. And slow an enemy item for 3 seconds. All at start of fight, just from skills and Icicle. Oh, also Icicle is obviously freezing an item for 6 seconds. Also at the start of the fight. I mean, the double spice fort. Hitting the Atlatl for a ridiculous amount. Are you salty, Chub?
Are you sure?
No.
Have you noticed I'm huge?
Yep. I did the double damage. Enemy actually could have gotten to the point that they were perma-freezing me there. Looking at the turbo power drill having the ability to give out a haste, a burn, and another haste at the same time every time it goes off. And then when they use the leftmost item, they charge the rightmost item, which is the coolant, a second, and coolant is freezing 3 items in 1 second. So there's a world where they could have perma-frozen me after that. Of course, it didn't happen because by the time it would have happened, I killed them. And that's your double damage. Get him, Atlatl. I mean, Turbo Icicle as well is super nice. Don't know if that's going to make it into the thumbnail, though.
Just don't get it. It's about challenge.
I can't say Reinforced Steel really had much impact on the trajectory here. Honestly, Heavy Pig's Gym didn't. After a certain point, it's just Spice's Fort and the Atlatl that actually mattered on this board. The Heavy Pig's Gym was also here. It got to watch, while the rest of my items shredded the opponents. I'll happily collect my 6 chests, move up to rank 1276. And then, I think is a good time to outro the episode, saying something like, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been the Bazaar, top left is a series playlist, all my content of the game past, present, and future, YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past, are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, and Rob the Thank Tier, and a special thanks this episode to 3D. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.